Good morning, y'all. So it is officially 4:31 in the a.m. Hopefully you can see the date there. Today is also the 28th, I think. It's either the 28th or the 29th. I think it's the 28th. Let me look. Let me be sure, certain, absolutely positive. Oh, I hate that it's on that. I didn't even put that in there. Show me the month. Okay, there we go. Yeah, today is the 28th. All right, cool. Monday morning, sprinklers next door neighbors, sprinklers came on at 3:55, and I was like, okay, I didn't know people watered their grass in the night, or technically this early in the morning. I shouldn't say at night, but while it's still dark out. I didn't know people watered their grass while it was dark out, but apparently they do. They set it on a timer to water their grass at a certain time. I thought I heard it hit over here onto my tent, and I was about to say, nope, I know it said it's waterproof, but I don't need anybody's water from their sprinklers spraying on it. But it's hitting something that has like a bag that's not too far. It's like a bag that had, I guess, sod or something like that in it, because they laid down new sod next door, new neighbors. And not the neighbors from the new house, but the other side, where I got into confrontation with the neighbors. But anyway, they left and the owners came and they're cleaning it up and fixing it back up because the other people tore it up, for real. Anyhow, so they laid down sod and one of the bags flew over into my mother's yard and is sitting there, and I leave it because it's not my problem. Anyway, I don't concern myself with anything else anymore. That has nothing to do with me, basically. So it's sitting there, and that's what the water was hitting, and that's the sound I heard. So that's not the sound I heard last night. Last night it was this here is the vent I showed you guys on my video, but it has a cover over it, so if it rains, then it just goes over the cover. And I took off the side that was on this, over the vent, over the door, and just left it hooked in the back, and so it's just laying down there, and the little hooks that are plastic, but they're hard plastic, kept hitting the side of the wall last night. And when I was up in here toking up, got a little paranoid when I kept hearing sounds. I thought it was somebody trying to get in here and get me, or not somebody, but I thought it was like an animal. But anyway, everything is good. I don't know why I stayed up all night. Well, actually, I do know why I stayed up all night. I ate this right here, fruit and nut. I ate this, and I've had energy. It's not, I didn't have the whole box here, but it's not very filling. So I ate two because that's all I had left in there. I ate both of them. I was supposed to say one for the, well, I guess technically it is since it's morning, but it was supposed to be for breakfast before I went inside, but I was hungry. I didn't eat dinner. I had tortellini noodles with my chicken soup, my cream of chicken soup from Campbell's. And that was it, basically what I ate for my dinner, and I didn't have very much of that. So I was up in here just hungry, but I just didn't feel like going back inside yet, because I got to carry this stuff. I know it's going to be kind of moist out there from the dew. As far as condensation, today, not so bad. Yesterday it was worse. But I was actually getting like wetness on my fingers, but this time it's just cool. It just feels cold. So I guess the condensation didn't get me this time. And it could have something to do with me, once again, spreading this out with the guidelines. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe there's now enough room for the air to properly circulate. So I'll see what happens the next time I'm in here, which will be later on tonight. But I just wanted to give an update, show you guys that I'm still, chilling in here. I was watching some more bushcraft stuff, but I have it on dim because it's really, like I said, I don't like bright lights in my eyes. So this was on dim. pretty much all night. But yeah, this is the stuff I watch, guys. Like these bushcraft things. I know I'm not doing bushcraft, but I was just watching this guy here. Um, his name is Andy. This is his uh, YouTube channel, Kent Survival. And he just shows stuff on his channel, and he builds things, and he does bushcraft, and he sleeps in tents and all that. And I'm just going to run through my... I hope you guys can see this clearly. I'm just going to run through my stuff that I watch here. Of course, SNL, and this is Dr. Romney, by the way, the person that I watch. She's an expert on personality disorders, but she talks a lot about the narcissist. This is Ben, I believe his name is, Raw Motivations. I was talking about him. And Lee Hammock might be somewhere in here. Nope, that's SNL. Okay, this is Lee Hammock, and he's a self-aware narcissist like Ben from Raw Motivations. And those are the two main people that I watch that are actually self-aware, and then Dr. Romney, of course, with all of the information and stuff like that. And I knew about narcissism before seeing all this kind of stuff, but I never saw anyone who was narcissistic and actually come on and talk about how people should escape the narcissist and things like that. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't. Yeah, here's some more. This particular person here, I've watched him a couple of times, but my main go-to has been Kent Survival. Another guy named Doug, and I can't remember his last name right now. The Primal. I was watching the Primal stuff where they build like all these little villages and stuff like this. They build all these little houses like on the water and just using the resources outside. Lone Wolf 902. That's what I meant to say. I watch him. And I just found, it was so funny because like I said, I just was in here token, and I had went online and was asking whether or not it was legal to smoke weed here in Florida, which I'm finding out medicinally, yes, in certain areas and things like that, but not everywhere. It's like a mixed up information. But anyway, so I was checking it out, and this one particular guy pops up on my thing here, and he's also a guy who camps and whatever, but he's called Weed in the Bush, and he smokes weed and tells you about what it's like, and you know, the different flavors. People send him weed and things like that. He should be in my history, as a matter of fact. He shouldn't even be far in it, because I just watched him tonight. Is that him right there? No, that's my breakfast guy. Let me see. That went to subscriptions. I want this, and I want the history. Oh, you're not going to give me my history. Give me my history, please. Thank you. History. Whoops, nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, I started watching him. And, this is what I've been doing all night. Listening to Damien Escobar play the violin, a couple of other people. Watched Sherlock Holmes. Watch this lady here. She does massages and things, but Olympia, it's like Ecuador. They do like these Olympia, which is actually like spiritual kinds of massages and things like that. So I was watching that kind of stuff, and yeah. But my history here tells you what I watched. So let me go back to it, because I was trying to show the dude that was smoking the ganja. Is this him here? Nope, sorry. Nope, could have been that one. I watched that in the house. Okay. Yeah, Kent Survival is cool. I really started getting really into his because he also goes to historical places and does video on the historical places he's been to. Alright, I think it's not going to show up here because I did watch it on my phone. So maybe it won't show up on this one. Is that him? Nope. Anyway, so this is how, I spent my night watching these kinds of things and listening to music and just chilling. Some more stars came out, so I was looking at the stars and um, looking at this guy building this place. Yeah, that was the lady that does the Olympia. She's also another person. But I was looking at all kinds of stuff, really. Just entertaining myself and being one with nature and chilling and whatnot and just comfortable. Like, I was just very comfortable, very happy, very content, but just not very sleepy. And I think those Nature Valley bars did it for me. Fruits, and there's fruit and nuts, and like I showed you guys, there's it's like a trail mix type of deal, and it really kept me energized even after token. And I got a little sleepy, and then I ate that as like a munchy thing, and the next thing I know, bam, I was up and ready to go, so wasn't much to do but watch programs and stuff like that here on YouTube. So I just said, you know what, let me download the video that I created and then turn around and put it on my YouTube channel and get it over with, because I didn't really even edit it out or anything. There was no need to, and I normally don't. If I can just do it straight through without making a lot of mistakes and looking all kinds of whatever, constantly angry or agitated or get loud when I'm talking about people or things that's been done to me, then I'll just erase it, because then at that point I'm more like rage than I am being able to discuss being calm and relaxed. So now that I'm in a calm and relaxed atmosphere, the tone of my anger has been brought down, everything, like, the tone of my voice has been brought down. Everything is just good now. I'm not having to get upset about things and wild out. I didn't like the fact that when I was in here setting up last night, the neighbors next door, I guess, were doing a showing, but it was already dark, and so they had a flashlight. And I guess whoever they were showing the place to, the woman yells out, "Oh, somebody's camping over there. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's so cool." And I'm sitting here thinking, people go out camping and quietly because they don't want to be bothered. So I don't want you to announce it to the world that I'm out here camping. Like, if I'm going to announce it to the world, I'm going to announce it. But you're like next door saying that all loud, and other neighbors can clearly hear you because it was dark out already. People were already inside, and you're walking around in the backyard with a flashlight looking at stuff, and I don't know what the heck you couldn't be seeing at night to be looking at the house. Like, who does that? But anyway, for whatever reason, maybe she was coming off work and that's the only time she could do it. But still, you don't look next door and notice that somebody's camping and scream it out that somebody's over there camping. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't make any sense. If I saw you camping, I wouldn't be saying anything all out loud to anybody. That's your personal business. You know what I'm saying? You're obviously doing it for solitude. I didn't come out, so she didn't know. But the other gentleman, I think, is the father to the person who owns the house, and he was there yesterday in the driveway. Well, the day before yesterday, he was in the driveway and he saw me and he was like, "Oh, next thing you need is a she shed." And I'm thinking, like, yeah, but I was in the middle of doing a video and you just ruined it because you're screaming all kinds of stuff out at me and all this. Not to say that I'm rude to neighbors, but like, I'm definitely an introvert. I really don't like to be bothered with people, and if I don't have to, I'd rather not. And it's not that I'm not friendly. I mean, the next door neighbor introduced themselves to me, the one that moved into the brand new house that was built. I introduced myself back, and I don't have no issues like that. I don't have no issues, good morning, hi, stuff like this, bye, whatever. But I don't just sit up and like, scream out people's personal business just because I'm a neighbor. So that really wasn't too cool. I didn't like that at all. But it happened, and I made it through another night. And this time I got to lay back and look up at the stars, and there were more. And now there's nothing showing. And I think earlier there was a little bit of clouds, but I can't even see that now. So, done deal with that. It's about to be light outside soon anyway. We're coming up on 4:40. It's 4:46, yeah. So it's gonna be light outside in about another hour and a half, about 6:30. somewhere around in there. Matter of fact, I can look on here to see when the sun rises. So I think I'll do that because I kind of want to know when I can pack up and get the heck up out of here and get back inside. It got a little chilly, then I got a little hot. You know, I still go through my hot flashes, so it is what it is. It got a little chilly, so I opened up the bag, got myself in it, then turned and got hot. Alright, so the sunrise, as according to this, should be at... Okay, hello, tell me what time the sun's gonna come up. Ah, here we are. Sunrise. Oh no, that doesn't say. Oh my goodness, they give a whole lot of information. It's just a little bit much. Can y'all just tell me when the sun's gonna rise, please? Thanks. I don't need to. That's what I like about this phone that I'm doing the video on, because it just makes everything so much easier. It doesn't have to go through extra stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing that I'm looking for. Alright, today is Monday. Let me go to that specifically so they can just show me. Gotta watch an ad first. Like, it's all kinds of nonsense with them. Still ain't saying it. When does the sun rise today? Please. Jeez Louise. Oh, here we are. 6:45 a.m. Okay. So at 6:45, look at all I had to go through just to get that. 6:45. And it is 4:45. So, no, about 2 hours now. It's 4:47. I don't know where I got 5 from. 4:47. So I got 2 hours before. So I'll pack up, like, start packing up like 30 minutes before. So then I'll go in. And when I go inside, I'm going to heat up something to eat, and I'm going to eat it, and then I'm probably going to knock out. So yeah, I'll be asleep in the morning until the afternoon, and then I'll wait a little while until it starts to get close to cooling off and come back, because this whole week is supposed to be in the 80s, but the nights drop down into the 60s, which is perfect for me. And like I said, I only have this, you guys probably seen this on another video, I only have this little thin, you know, tank top on and the matching shorts to it, so I don't have anything on my feet, and I'm perfectly warm. I'm perfectly warm, and I think it says that it's 60 something today right now. I didn't even bother to look to see what the temperature was right this minute. But I'm not gonna make this video too long. I just want to show you guys, you know, I did a whole entire night and day. Okay, it's 66 right now. Yeah, so not bad. It dropped down to 61. That's what it did, or less than that. Yeah, it probably dropped. Oh, there's supposed to be precipitation today, so actually I might not be back out tonight, because this is saying 66% chance of precipitation today. So it wasn't supposed to rain, but now, according to this one, it's supposed to rain Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Okay, well, I guess those are the days I won't be out here if it's wet. 60% definitely today, so it's going to rain today. 30% Tuesday, 50% Wednesday, 63%. Oh, that's it, 60%. 60% Wednesday, 63% Thursday, 63%. Oh, no, those are degrees. Oh, child, I am bugging. Okay. Try again. 60% Monday, 30% Tuesday, 50% Wednesday, 30% Thursday, 10% Friday, 20% Saturday, and 50% on Sunday. So Sunday definitely, and today definitely, and maybe even Wednesday definitely, but the rest of the week I might get away with being able to be out here. But if it rains, not too heavy, like the day that it's supposed to do like 50%, which is Sunday, I'll probably stay out here in the tent just to see how it works out. I don't want to be out here in the 60% one, because if it does get soaking wet, I would have to climb out of here with all this gear and walk back inside the house sopping wet. And I don't want to do that. But if it's just going to rain, so I can see whether or not it penetrates through here, and it's only like, you know, enough to just do that, I'll stay out here in that. I'm posting the video to a new Facebook page that I started up, to a Trea'Jure Light Facebook page, because I told you guys in another video that I went by Carmelite, but I changed it to Trea'Jure Light. And so I thought, even though I still had an old page up, Carmelite, I have stuff on there, but I want this to be just a channel about what I'm doing now for my sanity, and in here, in the tent, and my relaxation, and day by day, how things work out for me, how I feel, things like that. What else am I experiencing? What have I been experiencing beforehand? All of that I want on this new channel, my new Facebook page. So that's what I'm doing now, is downloading the very first video, which is the same one I just posted, of this camping excursion I'm on. But I'm really feeling this. I really am, guys. I really like this. I wrote in my journal. I keep a journal on here, by the way. That's my private journal. That's part of it. And let me show you. I've been keeping a journal since I was like 8 years old. Seriously. Like, yeah, really been. So these are the journals I've done. And they consist of several days within each of these journals. There are several days in there. Like, I'll just go to journal number 2 here, open that. Well, okay, I guess you want me to open 3. All right, so see, September 6th. Oh, this one, wow. When I'm trying to show something, this is the one that has only 1. Isn't that ironic? It's usually how it works when you're trying to show somebody stuff. All right, let me go to a different one. Just tap this one here. All right, there. All right, so this is October 6th, and then you'll see October 7th, 8th, my birth date, October 9th. So, yeah, so, and it's sometimes it's 4 days, or sometimes it's longer. Could sometimes be a whole lot of days. But, yeah, this is what I do. This is what I've been doing in my life. This one here, October 22nd, 23rd. No, October 22nd. Oh, I skipped some days too. Yeah. 22nd, 23rd, and then 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st of November. Yeah. 2nd, 3rd. Yeah, so you see, this is one of the ones that had a lot. The 3rd must have been a big day, because that was all of that. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I do, and I've been doing that for many a years. So it's nothing new to me to journal. I used to have so many books, but unfortunately somebody decided to throw my books away. A jerk decided to throw my books away that I had collected. Actually, let me say 2 jerks did that, because I had a whole collection for so many years, during the times I was in the shelters and all this other thing. Everything that was going on with my cancer, all of that, like everything was in those books. And my husband, my estranged husband, let that get thrown away by some people where we had stayed at the person's house. They said we can keep some of our things. We were in transition to somewhere else, and they said we can keep some of our things there. So when I told him to go back and get my box that had all of my journals and all of my medicine and the pictures of my kids, he didn't go back and guide through it out. So he turned around and did that a second time too. In the last place I stayed, where he had his roommates, he didn't go back to get my stuff, because instead he went back to screw some chick, and he left all my stuff in there. And once again, I lost all the rest of the things that I did have. And then when I was staying with my youngest son's father, the narcissist, the major covert narcissist, he turned around, and part of his punishing me, he threw out all of my belongings, my ID, my birth certificate, and I had the originals from my mother, my immunization record, the original, my social security, the original. He threw everything out, including all the copies, all my clothes, all my pocketbooks, everything I owned. The room was totally empty. He put it in bags, threw it out, because I went into the hospital. And before I could even come back out and get my things, he moved out with this woman he was had in waiting. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And he threw everything I had away. Everything. Things that my children gave me that can't be replaced. It's just like, wow, really? But yeah, that was part of the punishment for me not conforming to what he wanted me to conform to, which was dressing me up and the clothes he made. And, you know, he was supposed to be picking out my things, clothes I want to wear. And, you know, it's just everything was about what he wanted. Of course, that's how narcissists do. You know, he did all the gaslighting and all the nonsense. He did all of it. So, you know, typical narcissist. And he was really punishing me for and punishing my son. And just, I mean, just a lot of wickedness was going on in that house. But I made it out. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring my son with me because by then he was already 17, about to be 18, and I couldn't go back to court with him because he was going to say that he wanted to stay with his dad. So that ended that. And I left it at, I left it at that, and it's now 3 years later. He's 20 years old now, my son, and I'm hoping everything is okay, but I haven't heard from him. I haven't been able to speak to him or nothing, so I deal with it. I got 5 other children, and not to say that he's indispensable. I mean, he's, dispensable because I have 5 other children. He's just like, not gonna speak to me. He's being raised by a narcissist. Most likely he's going to become one. In fact, I already know he is. The fact that he told me, he doesn't feel empathy for people. And he told me that when I was still there. He was asking me why he didn't feel empathy for people. Actually, he didn't just tell me that he didn't. He just asked me, why don't I feel empathy for people? I don't feel, a certain way about people. And I said, hey, it's part of your upbringing. Your father doesn't feel it, and he's taught you not to feel it either. And so that's what happened. But there were some good times when I was there. I was there from the time he was 15 till he was 17. And most of that was just really trying to cope with his father, trying to destroy him. And at the same time destroying me through him. So yeah, it was a horrible time. It really was. I'm hoping this thing will post before I have to go inside, because I think it'll probably cut off on the way to the house. Not that I'm far from the house, but on the way to the front it might cut off. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I really want this footage. Alright guys, but it's already 27 minutes in, so I'm going to kill this right now and download this onto my laptop so that I can take back off the space and have space to use to do another video later. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you all out there. Your girl is loving this tenting thing. I'm trying to tell you, it's really cool. If you're not afraid to be out in nature in the dark at night or early in the morning or whatever, and you feel this is a good idea. The tent wasn't expensive. This tent was $28.66, I believe, or $26.89. I think it was $26.89. The sleeping bag was $17 and change. The thermocell was like $14 and change to keep the mosquitoes, and the rest of the stuff I just had already. So you don't really need much, man. Just get out there, get comfortable, and relax yourself. I'll show you guys, like I said, later on. I'll do a little mini video of the outside and explain everything that I did and how I made it work. Alright, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here like I promised, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Don't forget. Alright, later.